If you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does. Compared
That
to
don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee,
That is over.
the white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. The coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they said you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying.
The devil. The devil. Here he go.
Y'all want my baby? The oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to say, Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch to give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think it's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess that he's straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. The least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one-night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one-night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept this moving. Hey, y'all. Hey. What is up? What is going on, people? What is up? We are here. It is Saturday, and it's time to be silly. It is Silly Saturday. What's up, y'all? Sean knows to everybody. Sean knows in and about the chat, throughout the room. What is going on, y'all? What is really going on? Listen, y'all, I'm in such a good mood. It's such a great mood. Y'all know where I was last night. I had the time of my life. Don't nobody owe me nothing. Queen Mother Janet don't owe me nothing. She don't owe me nothing. She do not owe me nothing. Listen, I'm in good spirits. I get to see my girls today. Really B and Abby will be here. They on the road now, on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. They're on the road again. So they are traveling here They'll be here probably in another few hours, and then we'll, parlay and partake it with each other later tonight and probably tomorrow too. And so we're gonna do all of the things and have a great time while we're doing it. Anyway, until they get here. Y'all, it's Saturday, and what do we do on Saturday? We get silly. Let me say hi to y'all appropriately. Tracy, my hall monitor is here. Hall monitor Tracy is here. We ain't giving out no hall passes. Hall monitors, our time today is 12:20. We ain't even waiting that long. 12:20 is the late bell. At 12:21, since it's the weekend, we only gonna give a 500-word essay. Just 500 words. That's it. No, you know what? I'm feeling nice. I saw Janet 150-word essay. Just because I'm being nice, I can't not give you nothing. But you can get a 150-word essay. We ain't giving out no hall passes because it's only 150 words, and I'm in such a good mood. But hall monitors, 12:20 is our late bell. I'm just saying. Hey, budgets waits. So Tracy is here. Budgets waits is here. Bovis Nicole is here. Cams, my boo is here. Hey Volvo, hey Cookie. Diamond Pearl Jim, they beat you here today, Diamond Pearl Jim. You know you're usually the first one in the chat. You are my prized pupil, my stellar student, my teacher's pet, and we love having you here. Hey Sharice Boo, look at all pretty in that picture. Hey Karma Killers, Lil Baby, my boo. Diva Wan, hey sis. Jason, China White. Oh, Jason. Did she listen? Not only did she hit it, me and everybody in my section hit it with her and did a pitch in our whole block, in our whole section. Everybody knew I was in a great section. Everybody knew all the words, all of the moves. When M came, we all went into straight background dancer mode. Everybody was, I had practiced before I left to make sure I still had it. And I made sure I still had it. I was like, okay, I still got it. I remember the moves. And we got in that and we were here for it. We were here for all of it. So listen, she'll owe me nothing. She'll owe me nothing. Hey, Xavier Boo. What's good, nephew? Lil bro. Taste the biscuits. Because taste the biscuit. Montrez. What's good, my love? China White. Yeah, I am being generous today because I'm in a good mood. So Jeff, you see, Janet did slay last night. Mama was beat for the gods. Mama looked sickly. She slayed me, resurrected me, slayed me again, and resurrected me again. Baby, she owed me nothing, honey. Nothing. Ludacris was looking all fine and stuff beforehand. And he was a good, pregame, set me up for Queen Mother. And Queen Mother came out and she had this big purple like cape gown thing. It was everything. It was everything. She owed me nothing. She owed me nothing. I was like a little kid again. I was screaming. The fact that I still have a voice today is an act of God because I know I screamed it out last night, but it's holding on. I got my coffee, even though coffee is not good for when you have voice issues, but that whatever. Nevertheless, we're here. Hey, Yana Boo. Hey, Travel Love. I feel like I ain't seen you in a little minute. How you been doing? We missed you around here. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to go ahead, get started? Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly. Child. You haven't watched. Listen, if you want to go see Jet, I had to do that. I had to stay on Facebook, Instagram, and everything until I went and saw her. And now, once I saw her, but I didn't take any videos. I didn't take any pictures because really, B and I were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, I hate going to concerts and I'm trying to take a video, but at the same time, I'm trying to just enjoy the song. Usually, if you taking a video or something or a picture, it's usually a song or a set that you really enjoy and you want to capture that. But I was like, it's too much. I just wanted to be in the moment, so I stayed in the moment. I ain't do no videos, no nothing, y'all. I wanted to just enjoy Janet and not have to be bothered with nothing else. And I did that. I was in ecstasy. That's like my either my sixth or I think this is my sixth Janet concert. So yeah, then I went out afterwards, went to a little bar or whatnot, met up with somebody, and then went to go see a man about a dog. So a great night was had by all. I'm just saying. So anyway, y'all ready to get this party started? Let's go ahead and get this party started, y'all. Let's get this party started. Now, y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to help me to remember the names of these people. Y'all gonna have to help me. I think I remember his name is Tyrone, right? I think y'all gonna have to help me remember these people's names because I forgot. I forgot now. Y'all know I forgot. So I'm gonna need y'all to help me with my memory. I'm still in ecstasy. I screamed after the concert too. Speaking of scream, when I tell you she gave me everything with scream too. It was just everything. Listen, y'all don't owe me nothing. Y'all Beyonce skank people can go and have y'all Beyonce. I have Queen Mother Janet. And I'm not gonna make y'all feel bad about going to go see Beyonce skank. I love, hey, I love the fact that the Beehive rides for her. And that's what y'all supposed to do. I'm riding for Queen Mother. Y'all can ride for Beyonce skank, and I'm here for it. Listen, I ain't mad at it. I hope y'all have just as great of a time watching her. I hope y'all are sent to some extraterrestrial plane where you could just be in musical ecstasy like I was. I think his name was Tyrone. I remember one was Tyrone, one was Michael with a Y, one was Stefan. I don't remember the other one. I think this was Tyrone. I think Tyrone was with the beard. Listen, Jeff, I know if anybody ready, you ready. If anybody's ready to see Beyonce, you are ready. Listen, we know. Rodney, his name was Rodney? I thought it was Tyrone. So who was Tyrone? I swear it was Tyrone. But if y'all tell me it was Rodney, honey. Anyway, it's time for the ABC. I done already wasted 12 minutes, 10, 12 minutes. And, we done let people get up in here. And it's time to do what we do and get up in this thing. So, it's time for Silly Saturday. And now, for always your first segment, I got a friend of mine who watches, and they don't get in the chat. They always watch from the bushes. And so he called me and said, listen, the ABCs is my favorite segment. If you ever get rid of the ABCs, I'm going to choke you. And he can because I know him personally. So Kiki Palmer was at the show last night. I ain't really see her. I wasn't looking for her. I wasn't checking for nobody but Janet. If it was, she probably was there. I don't know her. I was getting my life. Even though the traffic, y'all, because the Taylor Swift concert was right next door. So you got the football stadium and the basketball arena is right next door to each other. Taylor Swift was at the football stadium. Janet was at the basketball arena. And between the traffic between the two, listen. I don't know. Yes, we will, for we'll be actually hearing vocals. Child, get up off Janet. Don't do me. Don't do me. Because I'll lay Beyonce all the way out today. I'm in a good mood today. I was feeling Janet. I would dish rag and dog walk Beyonce this morning. I scrapped the whole Silly Saturday programming just to spend an hour and a half dog walking her. But I'm not going to do that. I said good things about Beyonce, and you people came in my throat. And I'm in a good mood. See what I'm saying? Screw it. 5,000 word essay. Blame the Beehive people. 5,000 word essay now. 12:21 is my time. They got 5 minutes. They got 4 minutes to get it there. And in 5 minutes, 5,000 words. See, I was in a good mood. I was feeling all good. I said 150 word essay. Just slide on in. Do your little 150 word essay. We good. And now the people got to come and upset my spirit. 5,000 word essay. Matter of fact, 7,500 word essay. I don't care if it takes you 5 days to get it done. 7,500 word essay over here bothering me. Montrez, have I ever seen my queen Mariah? Are you kidding me? I've seen Mariah 4 times. I absolutely have seen her 4 times. That's my queen Mariah. Now, come on now. You got to know how to see Mariah. Mariah! Cha, blame So Jeff and Diva One. I was over here in a good mood. I said, oh, I'm in a good mood. 150 word essay. Here comes Diva One, So Jeff, the Beehive people zizzing around. Can't let Queen Mother have her moment, have her day. Ain't nobody, Queen Mother ain't over here bothering Beyonce. Queen Mother ain't doing it. She's sitting on her throne, letting Beyonce, learn from her. That's what she's doing. Child. Lord. God. Bothering me. Let me get to the dossier today. Girl. Child. I ain't say nothing but good stuff about Beyonce. And here they come, the Beehive people. See, they try to get me started. I don't want to get started. Don't. Let me take some of my coffee. I'm not going to let them drag me down this road. I'm not going to let the Beehive people drag me down this road. I ain't do nothing but say good stuff about Beyonce. And here we go. That's my name for her, affectionate. Hell, if I don't call you an affectionate name like skank, whore, bitch, tramp, trollop, then I really don't like you. All of my good Judys and good girlfriends, if you're not a skank, a bitch, a whore, a trollop, a Jezebel, a tramp, a husband, if you don't have that type of attachment to your name, then bitch, I don't see it for you. I don't like you. I don't want no parts of you. And bitch, you can fall off the side of a building and die. But because I give Beyonce Skank as a name, strumpet to yes, Diamond Pearl Gems, then that means that, even though she's my favorite, I don't hate her. I can, me and her, I got a couple of Beyonce Skank songs I like, and I can keep it moving. If I ain't call her nothing, then you ought to be worried. But y'all got me on the whole Beyonce diatribe I ain't even supposed to be on. Lord, charlatan. Thank you, slut. Good old-fashioned slut. God. It done got me all off. Hey, Tracy Wilson, what's going on? Y'all see how they just brought me all the way here? We're here now. They done brought me all the way to the depths of oblivion. They got one more good minute to get in here before they get this 7,500 word essay. Don't blame me. Blame Diva One and So Jeff. So please do not blame me. Budget waits says she'll be here for a good Beyonce dragon. Child. Budget waits. Don't say that too loud because the Beehive people, they be waiting on you. They be waiting. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. Budget waits because the Beehive people be waiting. They be waiting. Anyway, it's 12:20. The party is about to get started. The late bell is right now ringing at 12:21. At 12:21. This is on you, Diva One. You can't get out of it. Sis, you started this, sis. You did it. I was over here being nice. The late bell is in the process of ringing. Let's get started. It's time for our first segment, as always, the ABCs. Can I get some hashtag ABCs in the chat? Can I get some hashtag ABCs in the chat, please? As we get started with the dossier today. I need some hashtag ABCs. Hashtag a bitch came. Because a bitch just came. Okay? A bitch just came. Thank y'all for those hashtag ABCs because the bitch came. Hey Tyrone, that's our good that's our always our opening act. Tyrone, he's our muscle. Tyrone come in, he got the beard, the muscle, Thug that look like, yeah, I'm at the front door. Fuck off if you want to. Hey Tyrone, hashtag ABC. Listen, I saw this story and I just didn't have the energy. Did not even have the energy. Listen, so this woman in this city called Harahan, she killed this woman's daughter, this other her neighbor's daughter. I think she chopped her up and put her in like the bucket or like the trash bin and dragged it and threw it on the mama lawn. Girl, I just, I ain't even got the energy. Cause see, somebody might get triggered, and that's how people get their whole family wiped out. That's how you get your whole family wiped out. Baby, you got a brass set of balls to roll up with the child's dead daughter that you offed in this trash bin and then throw it on the woman's lawn. Oh baby, oh baby, we you trying to get your whole family off. Not you got to have a set of brass balls to come put that on my lawn like that. Baby, it's a mess. I said, listen, I'm not gonna bring my silly Saturday down with this. I don't even know. I don't have the strength or energy or bandwidth. Baby, when you do that, you've decided the entirety of your lineage. Anybody who has any trace of lineage to you is about to be off. All bets are off. There's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. I'm just saying. There's nothing else to talk about. Child, I don't know. But I saw the headline. I said, a bitch just came. This wasn't no black people stuff. This some white people stuff. Because I think one of the women were Asian and one of them was white. But it ain't none of us because we don't play them games like that. Say what you want to say about black people, but most of us love cheering. Okay, we love us some cheering. We ain't gonna bother your kids. We'll fuck you up. But most of us, I ain't saying all, but most of us, we ain't gonna bother you cheering. We try to leave you cheering out of it. Unless they try and jump in and then bitch will fuck you up. This was another headline. I actually saw this live, and I was in my mind when I saw it live. I said, "Did she just say big dick?" The woman was, reporting on one of the, the NFL draft is going on right now. So she was, giving some commentary on one of the draft prospects, and she described Jalen Carter of I forgot where he ended up getting drafted, but he's from Georgia. And in her describing him, she absolutely said big dick. And I went back and watched it because I thought I heard it the first time, and then I ain't make no sense of it. Then when I saw like it started coming up in my news feed that she said that, I said, okay, I ain't the only person that heard this woman say big dick. I probably should have had the clip for y'all, but I was like, you know what, we have enough meat. We got enough meat in Silly Saturday. We'll need this white woman fawning all over the black men. We get enough of that in the NFL draft. Y'all know in the NFL draft, every prospect that's at home and not there live, they sitting at home, got 8,000 black people around them, and this one white girl clinging on his elbow, trying to get her, next cash out. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna go down that road. We ain't gonna even parse that out. We ain't even got that type of time. Not even doing it. Moving on. A bitch just came. I saw that Mike Tyson put this out there that he said psychedelics would have made him a better boxer. Wait, what? You don't need nothing else, Mike Tyson, that's affecting your brain. You need nothing else to affect your brain, sir. Hasn't your brain been through enough? Isn't blunt force trauma to the head over and over and over enough? Psychedelics would have. I don't have the energy for you, Mike Tyson. I don't. I'm not going down this road with you. Nope. I just don't have the strength. I don't have the strength or energy. We ain't giving out no hall passes today, Tracy. Now they gonna get this good 7,500 word essay. Ain't now hall pass. None. Jesus. Mushrooms are repairing. They are. I I did have mushrooms once in my life in college. In college, I just tried to do everything once to kind of see what it was about, so I had the storage to tell. Never did acid though, because they told me acid never leaves your body. So I said I remember never to do acid, but everything else I kind of did once. And I did shrooms once with some white people, and it scared me. Like I was seeing stuff that I know when I think back now, like that was not there. Like stuff that you would see in a movie that was fanciful and not possible. Like I felt like I was in the movie The Never Ending Story or something. Like I felt like I had been transported into the movie The Never Ending Story. The Never Ending Story. The Never Ending Story. Listen, Xavier, Gen Zers, y'all may not know what the Never Ending Story is. Great movie from back in the day. Did I do the cola? I did. I did. I did everything once. I did. I absolutely did. I'm not gonna even lie. I sure did. It was kind of overrated. It wasn't bad, but it was like, oh, okay. Because for me, whenever I did them, I wanted to see, okay, was the trip the one drug that I knew, okay, you don't need to do that again because that shit is addictive. Now, ecstasy, that was some shit I was like, yeah, you need to stay your ass away from that shit. That shit was good as hell. I was like, ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah, way too much. There was way too much going on with that. It felt way too good. I was like, oh, oh. Hey, lemon kush pepper. Hey, boo. Hall monitors. Hall monitors. Monitor the halls. Hey, lemon kush pepper. You know you my boo. You know I love you, girl. Child. Child. Ecstasy and I've had Molly before this. And the ones that I know, I'd be like, listen, nope, don't do that no more, because you gonna be on some shit. I said, yeah, let me keep that shit away from me, because I already know I know my propensity to, nope. Um, so yeah. hmm Moving on. Mike Tyson, we ain't got time. A bitch just came. Um, I saw this, I think this morning. And then after I saw, I think they put it in the members only chat, but it was already on in the dossier to be on here. And then when I saw it on the members only chat, I say my members know me so well. They know me so well. I say they know me so well because this was already. Listen, I don't. This flowers in the attic. I don't know what type of flowers in the attic. The movie Deliverance, the movie Wrong Turn, you know, the movie The Hills Have Eyes, freaking Game of Thrones, like anything involving inbreeding. I just don't know. I just don't know what y'all got. A bitch just can't. I just can't. We literally cannot. Mm-mm. 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 Nope. Mm-mm. Not even doing it. No, listen. My brothers and or sisters, I wish they would. Baby, when I tell you the fight that would break out if my brothers or sisters, any one of my brothers and sisters, we're not doing this. Nope. Nope. A bitch just can't. Moving on because we just can't. Here's another whore that I just can't with. Hey, Danny Boo. Here's another whore I just can't with. I'm gonna let y'all read that and digest that. Let y'all read and digest that. Nope. Mm-mm. She be doing too much for me. She be doing way too much. Like she be trying too hard to be seen. She tries way too hard. Way too hard. Shout out to Jerry Springer. There's a video going around of a time when she was on Jerry Springer. Dear God above. Them glasses. Don't try and get on this show and act like you got some sense and put on some glasses to try and make yourself look a bit more, demure. You're a tramp, a skank, and a whore. And we want no parts of you. Moving on, because the bitch just came. In the dossier, let's dive into the dossier. Now, I think his name was Michael with a Y. Mykel. Kal. It was like a weird spelling. I think it was Mykal or Mykel or My apostrophe Kel. Something just weird. So now his name Dwayne. You just renaming all of our men's. Jay said all of our men's they getting renamed today. It don't matter. Just tell me what to whisper in your ear. It all sounds good when it's wet and moist in the ear as you are. Let me shut up. Anyway, in the dossier. Okay, this is Michael. Okay, I thought I wasn't tripping. Hey, Phil. Phil, I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute, sir. Where you been hiding? So listen, y'all. Listen. Chance the Rapper's wife. Do you need to buy a hall pass? You know what, MVN? We were in such a good mood when we started, and then it went to hell in the handbasket. The Beehive people came, and it all went to hell in the handbasket. Don't blame me. Do not blame me. The hall monitors will take care of you, MVN. They'll get you what you need. Yeah, I've been here. We've been missing each other. Okay, I just check and feel. When I don't see my people, I be checking. Anyway, so Chance the Rapper's wife. Oh dear God, her name is Kirsten Corley Bennett. Earlier, I think it was last week or week before, a video went out where Chance the Rapper, where some chick was twerking and dancing and throwing it back on Chance the Rapper and his little bitty peen. Now we all saw the peen. Maybe he's a grower and not a shower, but we all saw the peen when it got leaked when he was peeing and his peen got leaked, and we all was so disappointed. I mean, the brother got all the meat. He ain't got none of the meat, but the brother, I guess, got all the meat in the family. Anyway, but he and his little meat had some chick dancing all over him. The wife, I guess, we didn't know if the wife felt some kind of way. Well, apparently she did feel some kind of way. And baby mama took the Instagram. She done put whole excerpts from Maya Angelou poems, and I guess she thought she was going to turn into Maya Angelou, Gwendolyn Brooks, Nikki Giovanni, or whatever. But baby, it didn't hit. But because Maya Angelou has a poem titled "Home," so she thought it not robbery to put an excerpt of the poem and then highlight the part that she wanted to emphasize on her Instagram. You got to see it. It's real hilarious. But the part she highlighted said, "Most people don't grow up. It's too damn difficult. What happens is most people get older. That's the truth of it." I guess she wanted to be all, poignant and, girl, profound. She was feeling poignant and profound, and she wanted to go on this little soliloquy and really be expressive. And girl, you over here lamenting and everything all over Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. Baby, you need to be over there worried about your man. While you over here copying and pasting and highlighting everything, your man is finding the next woman to dance on top of him. I'm just saying. I mean, let's be clear. You got a lot of time on your hands because it ain't like you over there got a whole lot of meat that you dealing with. See, what you supposed to be doing when you got a man that got a nice chunk of change, he doing what he do with his little ass dick, and you need to get you some. You need to find you somebody else too. Find you a slider that got a big ass schlong that's gonna come there, throw you from wall to wall, call you Jericho because the walls come tumbling down when he's done and going on about life and keep the marriage happy. Just go ahead and keep your marriage happy. Why are you being bothered? Baby, if you want to go on over there and give that woman that little ass meat, go ahead over there. I'll be over here with my slider. And when it's time for me to let you get some, I'll let you get some or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I squeeze real tight. His wife do look quite handsome. I ain't want to say it, Diva Juan, but since you said Diva Juan, I'll let it come from you first. She do look quite handsome. I'm just saying. Let me sip on my good coffee today. I'm gonna let y'all deal with that. Oh, this coffee is extra good today. Extra. Hey, Patty Duke, boo. Patty Duke has a lifetime hall pass. Patty Duke is one of my oldest subscribers. She has a lifetime hall pass. She can't be bothered. Patty Duke can't be bothered with having to be bothered with essays and stuff. She's one of my oldest subscribers. We don't play around by Patty Duke. Just saying. Hey, Patty Duke, boo. Anyway, but y'all, I didn't want to say it. I'm glad y'all said it. But she do look extra strong, extra strong, extra strong. Maybe she providing all the meat in the relationship. She might be providing all the meat because we know he ain't. Let me not do that. That man might be a grower. Okay, that man might he might get there and that meat might grow to gargantuan sizes. That's a hell of a lot of growing and a hell of a lot of blood, and that means you must be getting no blood to your brain if it get. But who knows? I don't know. Anyway, the brother is one of the girls, and they say the brother is the one with all the meat, not him. But girl, the girls say the brother is the one with all the dick and all of the meat. You know the brother's meat done been out there too. But we're gonna keep that in the family. We're gonna keep that in the Rainbow Coalition compound. If you ain't seen the brother meat, we keep those files over here in the Rainbow Coalition compound locked up. Not Patty Duke say, plus I don't know the King's English. Come on, Patty Duke. Yes. Yes. Anyway, we'll let her fight it out with her man child. We don't know what you got going on. Girl, stay unsatisfied. So listen, y'all. I saw this story. So, AI and Chat GPT and all of the AI, mainframes or auto artificial intelligence apps and so forth are the whole big thing, Chat GPT and the such. So there was a study published by the JAMA Internal Medicine. They did a study and they worked with real patients, and 79% of the times the AI doctor was more accurate than a real doctor. That's 80, 70, it was 79, but we'll round it up to 80%. 80% of the times, the Chat GPT or the artificial intelligence doctor, when they did this would be a telehealth where, they would diagnose the problem, or they would, tell their symptoms and so forth via telehealth and so forth. But they said 80% of the time, the Chat GPT or the artificial intelligence doctor was more correct than a real doctor. Here's the other part. The other part that they noted it is that the AI doctor was more sympathetic to the patients. Now, this could be, I hear you, Xavier, saying you don't want no AI doctor. However, this could be a game changer. You know, there's a long history of doctors not being sympathetic to Black people and their pain, and they thinking that Black people have a higher pain tolerance. It's already scientifically proven, and doctors will tell you that they scientifically say that black people have have stronger bones and muscles than other races and ethnicities. That's already a scientifically, documented thing. And so the pain tolerance for Black people is much higher than for their white counterparts. But with the Chat GPT doctors, with them being more sympathetic, they were more inclined to say, hey, let's get you some help with that. Hey, it is something that you need to come in and see a doctor for. And so it's not the fact that we were bred, it's the fact that the entirety of the human genome comes from us. Remember, the entirety of the human diaspora, the human genome, and everything involved with our species comes from Black people. We know that our species derived out of the Horn of around the Horn of Africa, somewhere in and around the Horn of Africa is where the earliest Homo sapiens, I should say, and of our species has been found. And Black people likewise are responsible for all parts of the human species. So they naturally, we're going to be more physiologically gifted, but that's a whole different story. But I found that very interesting. So I found that it interesting that they were more sympathetic to patients. So that could actually factor into with them trying to save a dollar with shortages that we have in the healthcare system. I could absolutely see them, at least for telehealth. When you do telehealth and you do the online, especially post COVID, when you go and see online doctors and do telehealth, that they could be starting to do more AI doctors. Or the AI, I'm not sure. I don't know, if I didn't look that far into it to know if they were informed of race and so forth. That I don't know. Speaking of my queen mother, Queen Mother Janet, last night was her concert. It was originally, if y'all remember earlier this week, I told y'all the concert was going to be Thursday night. What happened was Boston played Atlanta in Boston on Tuesday. Boston, my beloved Celtics, y'all know I'm a big Celtics fan. Boston lost, which meant that they had to play game 6 in Atlanta on Thursday, but Janet had a concert on that day. So they had to push Janet's concert to Friday and keep the Celtics Hawks game on Thursday. So after the Thursday night, after the Celtics closed out the series and beat the Atlanta Hawks in the State Farm Arena where Janet was going to perform, where she performed last night, he on the at the end of the broadcast when they interviewed him, he gave an apology to Janet Jackson. He said, I want to apologize to the legend Janet because we were supposed to finish this out on Tuesday in Boston and we didn't, and we caused your concert to be postponed. So shout out to Jason Tatum. That's Jason Tatum there. His little cute self, little cutie them. The star of my beloved Boston Celtics. Really B is also a Celtics fan as well. She and I do share that in common. The fact that we're both beloved Celtics fans. So yeah, shout out to him for, apologizing to Queen Mother. So this is a quick story. Will never work. You like the Celtics. I hate Boston. I didn't say I like the city of Boston. I just like my beloved Celtics. Okay, that's it. Anyway. This was a quick story that made me laugh. So listen, y'all. You know, criminals, we've seen some asinine things by criminals, but this one made me laugh. So this man right here went, this happened in the great city of Washington, D.C. Okay. So this man went to the bank, not with a gun, with a brick. You see it right there, a brick. The man went to not to a pink Ninja Power Ranger. You know what? I'm not doing this thing out. Child, he might have needed her. He went to the bank with a note and a brick. I don't know what he was gonna do with this brick. I guess he was gonna bludgeon the teller to death or whatever, even though the teller could have quickly stepped back or whatnot. But the man went to the teller with a brick, put the brick on the thing. Hey bitch, give me the 50,000 fucking dollars right now. Well, he didn't say that. He passed the note across. He put the brick on that, boom, slid the note on cross, and slid the note on cross, $50,000. Baby, that teller looked at him, see, and thought to her mind, self, this fool came in here with a goddamn brick. And so she gave him $500 and told him to be on his merry little way. And he fled. Now, he's still at large. We still don't know where he is. However, he did get away. He's still at large. The people with his brick. And as Budget's Wait said, his pink Power Ranger outfit somewhere in the greater DC area trying to rob another bank because I guess he didn't get his $50,000. I don't know if y'all see the pink Power Ranger, you know, with a little more weight and a little more melanin. Look out, cause he carrying a brick. I'm just saying. Ciao. In sports news, so there on your top left, you have Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. On the bottom right, you have the oh so delectable Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. So earlier, I believe it was it last week or a couple weeks ago, Jalen Hurts first became the highest was the highest paid NFL player when he had a contract extension, got a contract extension of $255 million. However, he has been surpassed by Lamar Jackson, who now is the highest paid player in the NFL with a $265 million contract. I'm sorry, $260 million contract, 185 million of that guaranteed. Now, there had to be some compromise here because if you know, he had been holding out because he said he wanted his entire contract guaranteed. And the Baltimore Ravens was like, boo, we're not budging on this. So there was some compromise on this. I think he overplayed his hand. He thought that there would be more traction of people trying to get him. But I think what happened was many of the NFL players, teams looked at him and realized, you know, he's kind of injury prone. When you're a mobile quarterback like that, you put yourself in harm's way a lot and you become injury prone. And so they were like, listen, putting that kind of guaranteed money and you're 1 or 2 hits away from not being able to play again, it ain't worth it. Now, if I'm giving out contracts on who looks the best, I'm giving it to Jalen. No disrespect to you, Lamar, but Lamar ain't all that cute. I'm just saying. But that Jalen, oh dear God. Oh, child, hold on, let me get a swig of this good coffee. Oh, that Jalen Hurts, honey. That's a fine piece of man, honey. I'm just saying. Now, Lamar ain't that cute on the eyes, but that Jalen is fine, bitch. That bitch fine. I'm sorry. That motherfucker right there is fine as hell. I don't even know what to tell you. That is a fine ass motherfucker. Exactly. They always say that's the old cliche. The best ability you can have is availability. And if you're hurt a lot, then child, you ain't doing us no good. So I think that's a good compromise. I never thought that they would give him a total. This is the NFL. Y'all, Lamar Jackson, you need to go talk to your players union, and when y'all do y'all negotiations, for the for your NFL players association and owners agreement and contracts, then y'all need to put that in the writing that you want guaranteed contracts like baseball and basketball and hockey. Y'all keep signing off for that. Y'all can't get mad at the owners. That's what you agreed to. I know when the last time they had negotiations, one of the things on the negotiating table was guaranteed contracts, but a compromise they said that they would give is, I believe now marijuana is no longer a suspendable offense when it was in the previous contracts. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just looking. Let me get Jalen off my screen. Child. In other news, listen, y'all go get y'all granddaddy, please. I don't have this type of time. Please go get y'all goddamn granddaddy. He be up on these people's stage with all this hair dye and vagine. He be up here grinding and all. He's gonna blow out a hip or something like that. Like he's gonna throw out his hip. He be on stage grinding and shit and all of it. Go sit your ass down, Grandpa. Okay, girl. Now he want to tell us that he was having an affair with Diana Ross. While he was married. Nobody cares. You ain't the only. Diana Ross had permanent footprints on ceilings in the mid 60s through the 70s. From the mid 60s, hey D, what's good? D. From the mid 60s through the 70s, Diana Ross had permanent footprints on ceiling. Everybody was getting a piece of Diana Ross. You ain't the only one. We don't care. Go away. Now, I ain't telling you to go away and die, nothing like that. We ain't trying to kill you all, but just go sit down somewhere. We don't care. Listen, Diana Ross was throwing it back for anything moving. Mama ain't really had no real talent like that. She couldn't really dance like that. I mean, at least Beyonce can dance. She couldn't even really sing like that. I mean, her voice was good for yin and around the house, but she couldn't really sing like that. She couldn't even really dance like that. If I'm being brutally honest, she was all right looking, but she wasn't the prettiest one out there. You know what I'm saying? But there were some women that was much more beautiful than Diana to me, if you're asking me. But girl, I mean, I ain't really trying to shade Miss Ross. I mean, she is what she is. Right. Give me a Donna Summer. If I'm looking for a beautiful black woman, there was a whole lot of women that was much more beautiful than Diana Ross. Let's just be real clear. But Tammy Terrell, it's a whole lot of them that was way cuter than her. Had much better vocals. I don't even understand. But girl, I guess she was Rihanna before there was a Rihanna. Can't sing, can't dance, and just there because you getting your back blown. Shut up, L Teddy 27. Just shut up, L Teddy. But yes, girl, we don't care. Grandpa, go sit down somewhere. When it's time for us to, cart you out to do a little tune and ditty, we'll have you do that. But we just don't care. Moving on. Okay, because you was blowing Diana Ross's back out. Who wasn't blowing out Diana Ross's back? In other news, right, she's the boss of romantic encounters. Our First Lady Emeritus, Michelle Robinson Obama, she and our President Barack Berry, they went to a Bruce Springsteen concert, and she came on stage and sang background for Bruce Springsteen. Those are some of the stills and screenshots of Michelle Obama, but she was over there. Apparently, she's a big fan of Bruce Springsteen, and so her President Obama, they went on a date to the concert, and he brought her on stage, and she was singing background vocals for Bruce Springsteen. I'm here for it, Michelle. I'm here. I am here for it. Child. Here. I'm just saying. I don't know why Xavier seems. I've always come for Beyonce and Rihanna. Girl, I'm just saying. The Beehive know who I am. The Navy know who I am by name. The Beehive done shut down my whole life. I don't care. But get it, Michelle. Get it, boo. And if you look at the video, she looked like she was just having a great time. I do miss the Obamas, Cams. They were the quintessential. If we ever had a monarchy in America, we would want it to be Barack and Michelle. If we had a monarchy in America, we would want it to be Barack and Michelle. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's why I call her First Lady Emeritus, meaning she'll always carry that title. She'll forever be our First Lady. Never not be our First Lady. Shout out to Michelle and Barack. So that's Chief Keef. So apparently his baby mama is claiming that now he's a sex offender or pedophile or whatever because he got with some chick named Bad Bobby. But I can't pronounce these names. BHAD, BHABI, BHABIE. I guess it's Bad Bobby. Or it's supposed to be Bad Barbie. Allegedly, she said that I don't listen. I don't keep up with these. I've heard the name Chief Keef, but Bad Baby. See, this how much I don't know these people. It's pronounced Bad Baby. Thank you, Xavier. That's why I keep you Gen Z people around to help me out with these people because I don't know who these people are. Bad Baby. Thank you so much, Xavier. Thank you, Dean, because I don't know these people. Anyway, but so the Bad Baby chick, not pronounced No Talent, was speaking on her relationship with Chief Keef, right? And then his baby mama got into it, and she alleged on her Instagram story that Chief Keef actually got Bad Baby pregnant when she was just a teenager. Baby, I don't know. Somebody told me this chick was on Dr. Phil or something. I don't know these people. I don't want to know these people. I don't have anything to do with them. I don't know. This probably could have been in the ABCs for me because I don't know these people. Chief Keef is a drill rapper / gangster street dude linked to murders and having a lot of bastard kids. Well, there it is. The baby mama is just bitter. She was some bitch who was fucking Takashi. Listen, I have no respect for you. If you fucking Takashi 6ix9ine, I have nothing to do. I have nothing. Yeah, I have nothing for you. Nothing. So my question is, how was I supposed to figure that is pronounced Bad Baby? How was I supposed to get that from there? I'm just asking. She's the Cashmere girl. I don't even know who the Cashmere girl. I don't watch Dr. Phil. I absolutely don't. I don't like Dr. Phil. I want no parts of him. He reeks of covert racism to me. He reeks of covert racism to me. I don't know why. He just does, and I could be totally wrong. Moving on. I don't know these people. I don't care about these people. In more news of people who probably should not be on the in the dossier and should probably have been left to the ABCs. My ex boo, Nick Cannon, God save America, can't get out of his own way. I just want him to go somewhere and sit the fuck down somewhere and shut the fuck up. Just go somewhere and sit the fuck down somewhere, Nick Cannon. So now he is commentary on the cancellation of Red Table Talk, saying that it's a toxic table. I, ju- I, I don't. Y'all want to hear what this man had to say? Hold on, let me let you hear the audio. Hold on. So y'all can't think I'm making this up. Let me let you hear the audio of Nick Cannon. God bless us all. Here you go.
So there's no more Red Table Talk. But according to Deadline, the series producer is shopping the Emmy winning series somewhere else. Nick, if there was no Red Table Talk, then no. Got Chris Rock. No.
Are you talking about just that situation?
I'm talking about that toxic table.
It is not. It's an honest table.
Too much honesty can get you slapped in the face. We've seen this.
A good slap is what people need sometimes.
I don't have the energy for this. I don't. This is an ABC. I apologize, y'all. This really could have been in the in ABC. That's real rich coming from your ass, Nick Cannon, talking about anything or anybody is toxic. Really, Nick Cannon? Really? You have a toxic peen between your legs. You forgot that whole part? Your whole lifestyle right now is toxic. Should we mention the toxic blood running through your veins? But we ain't gonna go down that road with you, because we could go down that road with you, Nick Cannon. But we're not gonna do that. I don't have this type of energy. Leave the people alone. They're gonna get picked up from somewhere. But I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna just go sit the fuck down somewhere, Nick Cannon. Why the fuck are you even talking about these people? What the fuck? Where the fuck do you even get off? Hey, Harold, hall monitors. Hey, Harold, boo. See the hall monitors. Where you been? I don't have time for Nick. Nick used to be my boo for a long time, going all the way back to all that. I probably would still let him blow my back out. However, I just want him to go sit the fuck down somewhere and shut the fuck up. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real honest. Just go sit the fuck down somewhere, please. Please. I'm just saying. I even put it in the members only chat where we got members only. Members, y'all know when I go live because I put it in the members only chat, so y'all have nothing to no excuse. All right. So if y'all remember, this was this gentleman. His name is Elvis Francois. He was stranded after he fell off of a boat or a ship or something like that. And he was stranded for at sea for 24 days. He was stranded for 24 days. And the only thing that kept him alive was Heinz ketchup packets. So in commemoration of that, for that promotion, Heinz gave him, because he's not he doesn't live here. I forgot where he's from. But they gave him 40,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars, which when you converts to $14,800. I guess that's them paying him for that free promotion that he gave them. So go ahead, take your money. I'm glad you're still here and still alive. Personally, I probably would be dead because I don't even eat condiments. Okay, so I don't even eat ketchup. You do not have to worry about me staying alive off of ketchup. I'll be dead and gone. Y'all go ahead and do me some good funeral. Have a good funeral, honey. Baby, I want y'all to cry, roll on the floor. When my funeral come, don't let the people tell y'all I wouldn't want y'all to cry. I absolutely, at the funeral, I want you to cry, carry on, roll on the floor, break down, grab the casket, try to jump in, and then at the repast, I want y'all to party like it's no other party ever. After the repast, have you one more sickening sex party and get it in, honey. That's what I want when I die. I'm just telling you, you have it now. Write it down. It's documented. That's what I want. Yeah, I don't eat condiments. No, I don't eat condiments. The only condiments I eat are barbecue sauce. I will eat barbecue sauce, and I will eat certain kinds of salad dressing. If it's not a vinaigrette, like if it's not a type of vinaigrette, I won't eat it. Like I'll do oil and vinegar dressing on my salad. I'll do like an Italian dressing or some type of vinaigrette. If it ain't nothing like that, I ain't gonna eat it. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just saying. Right. All the pallbearers need gray sweatpants and meat. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Shout out to the Heinz company for giving them money. Kevin Durant is in the news. He's the third person ever to get a lifetime contract with Nike. The first was Michael Jordan. LeBron James got one. LeBron James got one. He was the second, and now Kevin Durant is the third. Now, they haven't disclosed how much it's worth. However, usually when they do this, it's either in the upper hundreds of millions of dollars. I think the LeBron James one was $1 billion deal, a $1 billion plus deal. And if I'm a betting man, I would venture to say that it's probably more than $1 billion. I ain't mad at him, but with all of that money, bruh, go get you somebody to do that good head, honey. Them BDBs you be having in that good head, baby, you need to get that work down. You got too much money to be rolling out like you be rolling out sometimes. Bruh, slap a do-rag on or something. You ain't even got to brush. You got enough money to where you can have your barber or hairstylist do all of it for you. They can slap that mug on you, take it off, and then make sure you have some wave. Or you could do like the people do in the barber shops where they get the faux waves, where they get, they can cut your hair and then cut it out where it looks like it's waves, but it's not your real hair, where it's kind of like a weave. My point being, you make too much money to be rolling out there like you do. But shout out to Kevin Durant. Shout out to him. I mean, groupies across America, skanks and groupies across America, just know he is paid as if he wasn't paid before, but I'm sure y'all will be over there, getting it how you live. And I believe this is the last in the dossier. I think it is, but what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, what you're looking at is there was a monument made to Coretta Scott King. There was a monument that was in Atlanta that they dedicated this week to Coretta Scott King. Those are pictures of it. I like this monument better than that mess they had up there with which was allegedly Martin Luther King and Coretta Scott King's hands hugging. This right here looks a lot better than that mess that they had. girl, because that mess, I looked at it like, oh girl. So shout out to Coretta Scott King. I know she had a birthday recently, and I believe they unveiled it on her birthday that she had earlier this week. Shout out to her. We love Coretta Scott King. We love her. Wife of Martin Luther King. We know she never married after he was after he passed. And when did she died? I forgot what year she passed, but shout out to the city of Atlanta for this monument that they made to her. And you can check that out in Atlanta. All of the angles of the arms were questionable. We don't even know why they did that, but that's a whole nother story. All right. I believe this is Stefan. Is this Stefan, y'all? I believe this is Stefan. Regardless what his name is, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of the audience, I gift to you your Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Now, you know what's so funny? Whenever I hear the old lady screaming in church, right? Hey, Quentin W. Whenever I hear the old lady screaming in church, y'all know what I think of? And this is go so left. Baby, if you have not been in bed with somebody and they ain't make you scream like mama screams in church, baby, you ain't been to bed yet. You ain't had the right one yet. Baby, you get the right one, you gonna scream like she screamed at church. Ooh, God. One more time, because we love him, because he's gonna run us down. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of the audience, once again, our Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So love the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Take me out, Moose. I'm just saying, if you ain't had somebody made you scream like that, you ain't been to bed yet. I'm just saying. So, in our first Sugar Spike story, this young man who you see there looking like he is in tears, that man's name is Derek Cooper. And Derek Cooper is a Black youth leader in California. Apparently, he was wrongfully detained and forced out of his house butt naked. I'm just saying. Listen, let me read this. A Black youth leader in California says he was wrongfully detained and escorted out of his home while naked after deputies mistook him for a burglary suspect. Derek Cooper, 54, told NBC that the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department raided his apartment at 4 a.m. on April 18th. That night, a burglary call was made near the LA City Wildcats facility, a youth sports center run by Cooper for over 27 years, whose apartment resides in the same building. Cooper said the encounter left him feeling, quote, less than human and humiliated, end quote. Quote, I was not valued as a human being. To just come in and blatantly take me out of my safe place and put me in a place that I'm helpless and afraid for my life, it's one of the worst things imaginable, end quote. When he woke up to 3 deputies yelling at him in his bedroom, Cooper shared that he, quote, just went into survival mode, telling them, I'm unarmed, I live alone, please do not shoot me, is what he said to the police. The officers ordered him to get out of bed, but Cooper, who was naked from the waist down, said he asked to put on underwear or pants. The officers refused. Quote, as much as I wanted to reach for something to cover up, I just knew if I did that, it was not going to be good for me. So as embarrassed as I was, I chose being embarrassed to live another day, end quote. Y'all see what's going on here. The man has a youth center. There's a youth center called the LA City Wildcats, and there's a facility. He's owned and been running that facility for almost 30 years. For 27 years, he's run and owned that facility. He has an apartment in the facility. So they came, even if they thought the man was a burglar, the man can't even put on no now I ain't mad at it, because oftentimes I might not have on no clothes. If you come wake me up in the middle of the night, I ain't got on no clothes either. If I got on anything, I'm like him. I definitely don't got on no underwear, nothing from the waist down. I might have on an undershirt. So, because sometimes if I don't sleep with the undershirt, I might, wake up with a cough or, something like that. But I'm definitely not going to have nothing on from the waist down. I'm just telling you, that's just how I go. Y'all couldn't let this man put on no underwear. Y'all just embarrassed this poor man, humiliated him. He did a press conference where he broke down in the press conference because he said he felt less than a human. However, he knew had he tried to grab for that, his life would have ended. And the sad part is that's how they look at Black people. They don't look at us as human. They see us as a subhuman species. Yes. Are you judging me, Tracy? Don't judge me. You don't know my pain. You don't know what I've been through. Just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, but this is the humiliation and degradation that Black people it has had to suffer since we came to this awful country. The humiliation, the degradation is something that we've had to deal with from the inception of this country. I do a Winnie the Pooh look. Absolutely. I love Winnie the Pooh as well. Yeah, I do the Winnie the Pooh look. But yes. And here it is. This Black man, from what everyone is saying, is someone who has been doing right by that community for years, for decades now. He has been serving the young people of that community. He has been doing right by that community in the face of all types of danger and atrocity. He's still out there doing the Lord's work in this community. But we have officers of the law, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, who has a checkered history and past, as we know, that's chronicled. And they don't see Black people as human. It's awful. It's demeaning, and it just speaks to what the law enforcement sees us as. So I'm just saying. I hope he sues them for everything they got too. Get your money. Run that man his coins. I hope they give him all his money. Reverend Al is out here. People say a lot of things about Al Sharpton, but Al Sharpton does get out there. A lot of things that wouldn't get a lot of FaceTime or media coverage. he's there to give it that type of coverage. And so, for better or for worse, you can say what you want. Some of these things would never see the light of day without people like him, Ben Crump, and some of the others. Bakari Sellers, love Bakari Sellers. He's another one that you don't hear a lot about, but is behind the scenes doing a lot of great work when we have instances of atrocities that happen to Black people across the country. Bakari Sellers is another one. He's cute too, but is another attorney that's out there a lot that's doing the Lord's work. Anyway, Reverend Al got beef with McDonald's. He's demanding that McDonald's address their alleged racial discrimination. Let me read this. Reverend Al Sharpton says he sent a letter to McDonald's Corporation Chief CEO Chris Kempczynski, calling him to address the multiple claims of alleged racial discrimination. As president and founder of the National Action Network, Sharpton said he would mobilize the organization to demand action against the fast food giant unless it addressed the long-standing problems, according to a press release on the National Action Network's website. Nan did not respond to did not respond to the media outlet that is reporting this. However, Sharpton said that it is appalling and inexcusable that McDonald's has not resolved its differences with the Black community and Black franchises. There are lawsuits brought by Black franchises, another brought by a former Black executive over racial discrimination from the highest levels. Last year, a Black McDonald's executive filed a lawsuit against the fast food chain, alleging racial discrimination at the hands of Kempczynski. Al Sharpton also referenced Byron Allen's multi-billion-dollar lawsuit against the fast food chain. Byron Allen is the founder and chairman and CEO of the Allen Media Group. Allen's Entertainment Studio Network, Inc. and the Weather Channel sued McDonald's for $10 billion. The lawsuit alleges that McDonald's spent $1.6 billion on television advertising in the U.S. in 2019, but only $5 million on advertising with Black-owned media companies. Let me read that again, because that's something that we do. He does have a show still on MSNBC, but it comes on the weekends, and it doesn't come on every weekend. I don't think it comes on every weekend anymore, but I think it comes on Sundays. But anyway, I want to read that part again. The lawsuit alleges that McDonald's spent $1.6 billion with a B dollars on television advertising in the U.S. in 2019, but only $5 million with an M on advertising with Black-owned media companies. Byron Allen also recently called on famed investor Carl Icahn to join the fight against McDonald's Corporation for alleged racial discrimination. Local entrepreneurs independently own and operate approximately 95% of McDonald's restaurants worldwide. So, and it goes on and on about that. We'll keep an eye on that. A lot of these corporations large conglomerates don't want to spend money or put their money into Black media, but they want Black dollars. So I'm glad that Al Sharpton and others are shedding light on this, because these are things that mainstream media just won't talk about. They won't speak on, because these major conglomerates are in their pockets. You're not going to hear this on MSNBC or CNN or Fox, because McDonald's and all of these other major corporations give them billions of dollars, literally. So why would they speak against them? All of these money goes in the coffers of these white-owned media outlets, almost nothing in Black-owned media outlets. And so we need to demand more. There should be some equity in this. The other problem is there's so few opportunities for Black people to even own media. I'd like to see more people like Byron Allen, Tyler Perry, some of our other Black billionaires. Jay-Z's a billionaire. I'd love for him to get into, television, so we have more outlets. Rihanna is a billionaire. Oprah, we know Oprah sold the rights to her media company. So it, uh, these, unfortunately, that's one less place that's black owned where we can have more money being pushed into. So this is something that certainly needs to be monitored. We can't expect white people to always cater to our wants, needs, and desires in terms of television when they own everything, and we don't own our own stuff. It said God bless the child that's got his own. If we have our own, we can start to then see what we want to see on these media outlets and platforms. So I'm glad that they are shedding some light on this. Shout out to Reverend Al. Say what you want, but shout out to him, Byron Allen, for this lawsuit. Because McDonald's, the other thing is this, and before I get off this story, McDonald's franchisees that are black have had for many, many, many years talked about how corporate will do certain things to make it where it's harder for them. They won't allow for them to go into for a long time, they wouldn't allow for them to go into certain neighborhoods. They had to only go into the black neighborhoods if they were a black franchisee. Not that there's a problem with it being in black neighborhoods, but if they have the money, why can't they be in both the black neighborhoods as well as the white neighborhoods? What about and there were other things in terms of the percentages of the profits that they were offered to the black franchisees that were not equitable to their white counterparts, and that has started to because of government oversight, that's changed over the years. But this is the history of the systemic racism even involved in corporate America. So we'll monitor that situation. This story is another story. So the great state of Kansas, which has a Democratic governor, the governor of Kansas is a Democrat. However, the entirety of the legislature is Republican and has a supermajority. Let me read this. Republican legislators in Kansas on Thursday enacted what LGBTQ rights groups have characterized as one of the most sweeping and restrictive transgender bathroom bills in U.S. history, overriding Democratic Governor Laura Kelly's veto of the measure. So Laura Kelly, they put this measure through. It got to her desk as governor. She vetoed it, but because they have a supermajority, they have enough votes in the Republican legislature in Kansas to override her veto and still get the bill pushed through. So let me read this. The Kansas House voted 84-40 Thursday to override Kelly's veto of Senate Bill 180, which defines sex in state law to mean an individual's biological sex, either male or female, at birth. Let me read that again. The Kansas House voted 84-40 Thursday to override Governor Laura Kelly's veto of Senate Bill 180, which defines sex in state law to mean, quote, an individual's biological sex, either male or female, at birth, end quote. The Senate then voted 28-12 on to also override the veto. The measure will take effect July 1st. Also legally, which will take effect July 1st, also legally defines women as individual, quote, whose biological reproductive system is developed to produce ova or ovaries. Or eggs, not ovaries, but eggs. Let me read that again. The measure, which will take effect July 1st, also legally defines women as individuals, quote, whose biological reproductive system is developed to produce ova, end quote, and defines men as individuals, quote, whose biological reproductive system is developed to fertilize the ova of a female, end quote. This is what we have going on. It declares that distinctions between sexes in certain spaces are substantially related to the important governmental objectives of protecting the health, safety, and privacy of individuals in certain circumstances. The new law applies to school restrooms, locker rooms, prisons, domestic violence shelters, and rape crisis centers. Let me read this again. This new rule in terms of sexes and what bathrooms you can go to and what you will be called and termed and how you will be seen is the new law applies to school restrooms, locker rooms, prisons, domestic violence shelters, and rape crisis centers. I just want y'all to hear that. Listen to the last two that they made sure that they threw in there. Domestic violence shelters and rape crisis centers. So what a domestic violence shelter means is this. I could be a trans woman in a relationship with someone, and even though in my home I'm a woman, if I am a victim of domestic violence and have to go to a shelter, I no longer am a woman, even though I was a woman when I was a victim of domestic violence. When I entered this domestic violence shelter, now I'm a man again. What do y'all want me to do with this? This is what y'all got going on. Please be clear. We say it here all the time. People look for the blueprint. When the blueprint gets through, you can start to see this sweeping the land. It'll start to sweep the land. Listen to the verbiage. Go back and listen to the verbiage that they put on what describes a male and what describes a female. Now, they take it out of the whole spectrum, someone who's intersex or someone who has both reproductive organs. There are people who physiologically have both reproductive organs. There are even people who have both reproductive organs. It used to be they said, well, if you have both, one works and one doesn't. There have been found individuals in rare cases where they do have both and both function. I don't know what y'all want from me. I don't know what y'all want me to do with this. Let me keep going. While supporters of the measure have argued that such legislation is needed to prevent transgender women from sharing bathrooms, changing rooms, and other facilities with cisgender women and girls, opponents have criticized the law for being too broad and focused and difficult to enforce. The measure could also legally write transgender people out of state law. Some LGBTQ activists have argued a bill that seeks to adopt a similarly narrow definition of sex in state law was passed by legislators in Montana this week. Montana Governor Greg Gianforte is expected to sign the measure. So what that means is they're not even including these people in state law. In the eyes of the state, there's no such thing as being trans. That's what that means. There's no such thing in the state of Kansas as being a trans woman, trans man, or being transsexual at all. Montana, it passed the state legislature. They're just waiting for the governor to sign it. And I told you, these things will start sweeping the country. This is what we have going on. It's scary times, people. That's why I keep saying I don't want people to go into voting and elections thinking about Washington, D.C., thinking about any of this other. Y'all need to think about your state legislatures. That is where the rubber hits the pavement. We gotta take control of some of these state legislatures, because if we don't do that, we're gonna find ourselves with 19th century laws back on the books, which is what we're having right now. We're gonna find ourselves in draconian law we're going to find ourselves in what is a dystopian society that we thought we would only see in fanciful books like Fahrenheit 451, but it's actual real life. We have to take control of these state legislatures. And I know it's hard because a lot of the, if you remember back in 2020, for those people who've been following my channel since going way back then, I talked about the fact we did whole lives on the fact that the census is coming. And when the census comes, every state then redistricts. And what that means is they can gerrymander it as they want. And what they've done is they saw that they lost. They saw that. They saw that they lost in 2020. And what they said was, we ain't gonna let that happen no more. We're gonna put laws on the books that make it where we will always win. They got the cheat codes. And so it's difficult as hell now to vote these people out because the way that they've gerrymandered their districts, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Maybe difficult, but not impossible. Because if we rested on our laurels because something was difficult, Black people wouldn't survive at all. We wouldn't even be as people here in this country anymore. We've only survived because we've taken things that were thought and deemed impossible and difficult and made them commonplace within our diaspora. So we have to do it because every time we do these sugar spike segments, you see these things getting worse and worse and worse. And if we don't open our eyes and we don't start to put up a fight collectively, we're going to find ourselves back in the 19th century. I know it's scary times, people, but this is real. This is real. Oh, boy. Where am I at? Okay. So the NAACP has accused the great city of Minneapolis, bastion of all things racism and bigotry, of lurking on Black people's social media. And the NAACP filed a lawsuit against the city of Minneapolis and the police department for targeting Black people with undercover social media accounts. The Minneapolis branch of NAACP filed a lawsuit accusing the Minneapolis Police Department of discriminatory practices against Black leaders by targeting them with undercover social media accounts. This is per CBS News. Civil rights activist Nakima Levy Armstrong said she received a number of mysterious RSVPs online to her birthday party hosted by the organization. The day of the event, she said a number of uniformed Minneapolis police officers showed up unannounced. She saw it as a form of retaliation because at the time she was running for mayor, using police accountability as a part of her campaign platform. Quote, they were attempting to intimidate and harass us, she said. That is only one example of the accusations listed in the NAACP's lawsuit attributing random police pop-ups to social media snooping. Much of the suit referenced a 2022 report from the Minnesota Department of Human Rights, which found the Minneapolis Police Department had a pattern of racist policing, but specifically using covert social media accounts to lurk on the Black community, unrelated to any criminal activity and without any public objective. This spying has been going on from 2010 to 2020, the lawsuit alleges. So what they're saying is this. They go, you might not have did anything wrong. We have leaders in the Black community that are saying, hey, we need police reform. We need criminal justice reform. We need a whole new policing system. And police see that as a threat because this is a leader who has a wide platform and has a pulpit with which to speak from. And they go and stalk their their social medias pop up at people's events just to intimidate them. They ain't did nothing wrong. I hope the lawsuit goes well. I hope they clean house. Clean fucking house. Now, this is the same Minneapolis Police Department where, if you recall, back in, was that 20 last year in 2022, remember there was a measure on the books where they could have done away with the entirety of the Minneapolis Police Department and did a whole overall and installed a law enforcement new law enforcement there that would be that would have a board with citizens and criminal justice experts to do a whole overall of the police system. And then there was black people on both sides of the argument, people who the police union who were in their pockets saying, don't do that, we need the police. And then people that knew better and said, it's not that we're getting rid of the police, we just need to do a whole overhaul of the Minneapolis Police Department and rethink this thing we call policing, because the Minneapolis Police Department and the great state of Minnesota is on record for countless numbers of atrocities. Shall we start to name them? A mess. A mess. A mess. But this is happening. Some of you all who watch Christian television are familiar with this young man right here, Charles Stanley. Pastor Charles Stanley recently died earlier this month. A lot of people didn't even know he died. He has been on television for decades now. Charles Stanley, I remember being on television probably when I was a little boy. So he's been on television for decades. He recently died earlier this month. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. He recently died, right? That young man you see in the picture is his grandson. His raggedy ass grandson, after the man died, the man's body ain't even fully cold yet. He done took all of his grandfather's possessions and started selling them on eBay, just hawking them off to, the highest bidder, which in some cases ain't high. He's an aspiring YouTuber. His name is Matt Brodersome. He's an aspiring YouTuber. And so he's trying to profit off of he's selling his granddad's pictures, his grandfather's watches, all of his grandfather's possessions, so he can get a quick come up. And it's so shameful. The Christian community is really going in on him, because Charles Stanley was one of the few that was out here and that wasn't caught up in scandals. He was one of the few that he was one of the few that, with all of the pastors and televangelists and so forth who had so many scandals, Charles Stanley kept his hands clean, kept his nose clean, did the Lord's work. You would often see him with his little ear mic, and he would be holding. I always remember him because when he would start to walk around and hold the Bible in his hand. I always remember he would never leave the Bible on the pulpit itself or on the lectern. He would always walk around carrying this big Bible in his hand. I always remember him doing that. But anyway, he was one of the few that wasn't involved in scandal. And his raggedy ass grandson is around here hawking off all of his possessions now that this man dead. Man ain't even cold. I think the man died like April 18th or something like that. Like they said, the man had been preaching for 50 years. He has a huge mega church in Atlanta. And yeah, just a mess. Just a mess. a whole mess. Anyway, there are many of us that remember Pastor Charles Stanley. May he rest in peace, and may his grandson catch scabies or something. It's pretty fucked up, sir, what you doing to your grandfather. One of the few greats that didn't get tarnished, and now the man did, and now you want to sell all his stuff. Really? Really? You know what I would like to, what should happen is, because I'm sure this man had a lofty life insurance policy, probably left this grandson money and stuff like that. Like the man literally just died like a week and a half ago. Okay. Why the church should he has a whole mega church. The church should step up and say, listen, don't do all of this. We will scratch you a check and we'll buy all of it off of you. We will scratch you a check. Here's a check for X amount of dollars. The church got the money. He has a huge mega church in Atlanta. And we'll take all of that off you. And y'all can set up a like museum type thing where you have it, you know, a lot of his, you know, possessions and stuff behind glass to memorialize him and to commemorate him as pastor of that church. But just don't let this fucktard be around here doing this type of buffoonery. Just a mess. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway. And now it's time for our video breakdown. I think we left him unnamed. No, we did give him a name. What name did we give? I don't remember what name we gave him. We did give him a name. It was Man Man. That's what it was. I remember him. It was Man Man. We said we was going to name him Man Man. I think that's what it was. I think it was Man Man. Hey, Man Man. Hey. Hey, Man Man. Anyway, we have a couple video breakdowns today. Let's get to our first video breakdown. That's Man Man right there. We love us some Man Man. Hey, Man Man. Y'all ready for our video breakdown? All right. It's time for our first video breakdown. Hold on, y'all.
Wait, I'm going to take you to jail to test you for DWI. I have to do, sir. Well, you'll have to wait till we get to the jail. Wait, I have to shit on my pants. Well, you'll have to. I'm going to get. No. I'm turn around. Poop right here on the door.
Listen, y'all. Listen. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. Oh my God! One more time.
I'm gonna take you to jail to test you for DWI. I have to do, sir. Well, you'll have to wait till we get to the jail. Wait, I have to shit on my pants. Well, you'll have to. I'm gonna get. No. I'm turn around. Poop right here on the door.
The fact that it started coming out before she could even get her pants all the way down, God of mercy. That didn't look quite like diarrhea, Harold. Those were solid clumps coming out. I'm just saying. Solid clumps. Listen, this is where it pays to have some strong butt muscles. If you could clamp it down and keep it together, listen. Listen. Holding the door open for people, loft change while wiping his ass at Grand Central. You know what? Moving on. Our next three video breakdowns are all in commemoration of the untimely death of your friend and mine, Jerry Springer. We miss Jerry. We celebrate him in his untimely passing just 2 days ago. And we have like 3 clips from the great world of Jerry Springer.
I'm black.
You're what? John, how come you didn't tell me you were black, you lying son of a bitch? You know how much I hate Nick. My family hates Nick. Oh, you disgusting.
You didn't see that he was black?
Jerry, I never even noticed. I was so totally in love.
You know, our show is pretty stupid, but not half as stupid as racism. I'm black.
You're what? John, how come you didn't tell me you were black, you lying son?
I'm explaining to my girl today. I just want to let you know this is no more texting, no more nothing. I don't want to have nothing to do with you, period. At all. At all.
But
Repeat,
what I want to
at
let
all.
you know is I'm a man.
What do you mean you a man?
Like what I said, I'm a man. You can tell, sweetheart.
No, I can't tell.
You can tell.
I can tell?
You can tell.
You say I can tell?
You can tell. You want it? You want it? You want it? Yeah, miss it. You miss it.
Yeah, okay.
What's up?
It's okay.
What's up? You mad?
Yeah, I'm
You
hell
thought
yeah.
it was a
I just think that's wrong, though. For
It's
real.
wrong?
That's
It's wrong.
yeah, that's wrong.
Oh, it's
That's
wrong. It's wrong.
That's wrong.
Right.
You don't do that.
Right.
You just don't do that to people. That's
Right.
wrong. You don't do that. That night you could have, at least, I would have preferred you whisper in my ear, hey, I'm a...
All right, one more.
James, I've been talking to this girl on the internet for a while. I've actually been trying to save some money to go see this woman.
Did you talk to her online?
I go to the library, believe it or not, to talk to this woman. I met her on MySpace, and she's a very beautiful woman. She's tall, skinny, she's redhead, very beautiful woman.
Why don't we do it this way? Because you've never met her before.
Never met her.
Well, then I'm going to ask you to leave for a few moments, and we'll want to bring her out, let the audience meet her, and then we can both observe you two meeting, which will be a nice moment in your life. Okay? So if you would just
all right, thanks a lot.
leave her. We'll have you back in a moment. Thank you. So her name is Joby. Let's bring out Joby. Hi, Joby.
Hello, Jerry.
You are, you met here, Brad, here on the internet.
Yes, we met on MySpace.
On MySpace. And what attracted you to him?
He was cute. He seemed very nice when in the message he sent me.
Yeah. And you think this could be the one?
Yes.
And
but I have a secret to tell him.
You have a secret to tell him?
Yes.
And your secret is?
I'm a man, Jerry. He says he wants to meet me, you know, he tried to get a bus ticket or whatever.
Yeah.
I said I'd just call the Jerry Springer show, you know, because then it'll give it more of a twist.
Well, let's see what, you know, what his reaction is going to be. But you really care about him. This isn't just to play a trick on someone. You really want him to be okay with you. All right. Well, let's bring him out now. Okay, how about a nice hand? Let's bring him back now. Here's Brad.
How you doing? So good to meet you. It's kind of nervous on national TV, I know, but, like, I wanted to ask, like, maybe, like, you know, you could be my girlfriend.
Well, Brad, I have to tell you, I'm a man.
I'll try anything once.
Shut up. out to Jerry Springer. We love Jerry. I'm not gonna play the Jerry again because I know by me playing those, this video would not be monetized. I'm probably gonna have a copyright claim when I get off this video, and so now there'll be no monetization on that. But I thought it was worth it. I thought it was worth the copyright claim to memorialize and commemorate the greatness that is Jerry Springer. Y'all can help your boy out with contributing to the channel if you want. But yeah, I know that because of me playing the Jerry, there'll be no monetization on there. I'll probably have a copyright claim waiting for me. That's okay, YouTube. I don't like you either, YouTube. So whatever. Anyway, shout out to Jerry. Jerry was an institution. We love Jerry so much, and we will definitely miss Jerry Springer. May he rest in peace. All right. In the year. I don't even ask me what we named him. I have no idea what we named him. I feel like it was DeAndre or something like that. I don't remember though. I don't remember what we named him. But yes. What year? What year? What year? One. Dino. 89. Oh boy. 64. 03. We already did 03. I remember doing 03. 79, 16, 98. All right. 78. In the year. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, my bad. I keep doing that, y'all. It's one of our palate cleanses. Y'all know how we are about our palate cleanses. Sorry, y'all. All right. The year is 2002. The year is 2000. We did. I thought we had done 2002, but I went and checked that we had not. So the year is 2002. How old were you in 2002 is a good question. How old were you in 2002? George W. was real busy that year. If you remember at his State of the Union, he talked about the axis of evil right after the after 9/11. Remember 9/11 happened September of 01, and then we had the State of the Union in January of 2002, and he talked about the axis of evil and how we needed to go and fight all of these countries. The Department of Homeland Security became one of the Department of Homeland Security was introduced, and he signed that department into fruition. Also, No Child Left Behind. If you are in education, you remember this is probably one of the most monumental education bills ever. So yeah, that's probably one of the most monumental bills ever that has happened in education. So 2002 had a lot going on with y'all's president. If you remember, there were in I believe it was in or around Pittsburgh, the miners, or somewhere in Pennsylvania, I think it was, the miners got stuck in the mine shaft, and they had to go down. They were stuck down there for like a couple of days or something like that, and they had to go down there and rescue the men that were down in that mine shaft. And the public watched with bated breath as they started pulling these men out one at a time. It was a whole big thing, a whole big deal. We used to do stuff like that. I remember back in the late 80s when the kids would fall into a well, and then we would watch this daily simulcast where you be watching them trying to figure out how to rescue the baby out of the well and stuff like that. Like we always had these moments um where something tragic would happen and we would watch with bated breath trying to figure out what how they were going to rescue whoever it was. If you remember, if you lived in the greater DMV area, you had the DC snipers who we all collectively as black people, you could not have told us that these were black people. We just knew. Listen, we knew the DC snipers were white because prior to the DC snipers, this was not the MO of black people. So when you had these serial killers, listen, for those who weren't alive or weren't old enough to know what was going on, I had friends that lived in DC at that time. They would not leave the house. People would be going to drop their kids off to school, bam, another one dead. People at the gas station pumping gas, bam, they shooting people at the gas station. I don't even remember how many people they ended up killing, but they killed quite a few people. And people in the DMV area, in the Beltway area, were afraid for their safety. My friend, I remember my friends at the time, I said, please don't go anywhere. Please, please don't go anywhere. I said, please, if you do anything, catch the metro. And then at one point they were scared to catch the metro because they didn't know if the person was going to try and, kill people coming out of the metro. Like, they just didn't know. People wouldn't go get gas. People were scared to take their kids to school. People were scared to go to work. I mean, it was, if you remember, they were driving around in that Chevy Caprice. They had carved out a hole in the because they had let the back seat down, or either let it down or took it out, and so you could get right to the trunk. And in the place where I believe they had carved a hole in the back of the trunk area where they could have this rifle, or I don't know if it was a shotgun or a rifle, and stick it through the hole and you couldn't see it. And they would be in the car, never got out of the car, and they would shoot somebody and then they would just drive off. Listen, it was so scary. Like, people were afraid, so afraid. And when they found out eventually how they did it and how it got done, they were like, what? Like, something they never thought, something like just carving out a hole in the back of the truck. Never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. Nobody thought they were black. We just knew they were white. But yeah. And we found out they had traveled across the country, I think from Washington State or something. And John Malvo, or I can't remember the names, but the older guy had got the younger guy and had done, I don't want to say brainwashed him, but had groomed him definitely and got him to go along with the plan. They was taking people out of here. They was taking people out. Child. It was a mess. Oh, the older man is dead now? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Also in 2002, we had, for the first time, there was a black man won in Best Actor and a black woman won Best Actress. Halle got it for Monsters Ball and Denzel got it for Training Day. I know that was the first time they got it. They had it had Best Actor and Best Actress in the same year that were black. I believe, I might be mistaken. Y'all correct, and I know y'all correct me if I'm wrong. I know that was the first time a black woman won Best Actress. No, that wasn't the first time a black man won Black Actor because Sidney Poitier had done it already. But that was the first time that both Best Actor and Actress were both black. So yes, in 2002. Don't they look young back then? Jesus. Here are the top grossing films of 2002. Am I on mute? Can y'all hear me? Jason, are you saying I'm on mute? Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. Anyway, have I seen all of these movies? I wasn't a Lord of the Rings fan. I did see Star Wars Episode 2. I'm not a Spider-Man fan at all. I saw Signs. I saw Austin Powers. I'm not a Harry Potter person, so didn't see that. I saw Men in Black 2. I saw snippets of Ice Age, but I saw Die Another Day. I did. My favorite is probably Attack of the Clones. That I love the Attack of the Clones. I just don't like Spider-Man. Great movies here. Great movies here. Great movies. Here is some of the music from Ashanti Foolish was number 2 in 2002. Hot in Here by Nelly was number 3. Listen, this is going back. Listen, this is going back. I'm looking at some of these on this list. And You Got It Bad. Oh my God. What's Love? Y'all see Ashanti is all over it. This was where these were the Nelly and Ashanti years. The Nelly, Ashanti, Ja Rule, 2002. Listen, they were everywhere. Usher was everywhere too. Oh my God. Complicated by Avril Lavigne. I loved Complicated by Avril Lavigne. Can I tell you? Nobody likes Nickelback cams. Nobody does. And if you do, the problem is you. Okay. I Need a Girl. I Need a Girl. Bye. I Need a Girl. I remember that song. Ashanti is up and down this list. Jesus. Jesus, look at this list. Girlfriend. Mario Just a Friend. Listen, Mario's Just a Friend. When I tell you I used to play that shit on repeat, oh my God, that shit got heavy rotation. Here's some more from that year. Great music that I remember this music vividly. That was when Kelly Clark Skank. I should have put that in the thing, but Kelly Clark Skank won the American Idol in 2002. American Idol started in 2002, and that's when Kelly Clark Skank won with A Moment Like This. I remember that. I don't know how that didn't make it in the big stories of 2002 because that was huge. American Idol was like everywhere. It was huge. Oh my God, American Idol was everywhere. American Idol 2002. Yep. Oh my God. Yeah, these good songs. Craig David 7 Days. That whole album, that whole first Craig David album was so good. So slept on that whole first Craig David album. That was that album with Can You Feel Me In on there. Oh, that was my Work It by Missy Elliott. Good stuff. Can't Fight the Moonlight by Leah. Can't Fight the Moonlight from the movie Coyote Ugly. Oh my God. I'm gonna go listen to that when we get off of here. Can't Fight the Moonlight was my shit. By Leah Wright. Can't fight the moonlight deep in your heart. Don't you know that you can't fight the moon. That was my shit. More Than a Woman. Aaliyah had just died the year before. So that last Aaliyah album was in heavy rotation. This was good songs. Faith Evans, listen, I had my ex, who y'all have seen on this platform before. I ain't gonna tell you who, but my ex, who we were dating during this time, that I Love You by Faith Evans was our fuck song, baby. Ooh, I knew when that song came on, we wouldn't start. We were already usually in the middle of doing it when that Faith Evans I Love You song come on. And you know how she sing that long high note at the end? Well, it's not really high, but that long note in the middle used to take us out every time. Listen, you don't know about it. You don't know about it. You do not know it. What about us by Brandy? That's on the blue, Full Moon album. That was Brandy's Full Moon. Yeah, this was the Whole Wide World by Outkast. This was some great music. Great music, great times. Great music, great times. That Full Moon album by Brandy, people say it's probably one of her best albums, if not her best album. But yeah, there's some great stuff here. Great stuff. All right. We almost out here, y'all. Palette cleanses, palette cleanses. Now, once again, we are equal opportunity. We got men's, women's, maybe a couple of them identify as non-binary. Who knows? But we got hopefully something for everybody. If you can't find nothing, listen, we'll get you next week. We'll do the best. Well, not next week. I'm gonna be out of town next week, but the following week. Following week. The Mother's Day weekend week. Yeah. I'm out of town next weekend. All right, let's get down to it. Oh, we started with the women's. I like that yellow. Look at them hips. I like that yellow. It's cute. Oh, now I see that in between your legs. You see that head? Y'all see that head? Oh, you see that head? You see it? Yeah. I like that red. I like them shades. I like the way that melanin is popping. That melanin is popping, sir. What you looking at? I like the blues. All of the shades of blue there. That's cute. Cute picture. And I like that her body ain't giving me pow, pow, pow too much. Like if I was into the cooter, this would be my speed. Where she ain't giving me too much with the bam, 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 boom. But it's just enough for me to be like, I see you. I like it. I'm here for it. That's thickness right there. Now, if you're into the thick, if you like thickness, that's a lot of man. That's a lot of thickness right there. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of thickness. Oh. Can you move that shovel, please? Can I hold that shovel? Let me hold that shovel for you. I don't worry about it. I got the shovel. Let me hold that shovel for you. I can hold it for you. You ain't got to hold that. Now, if I was into the cooter, that would be hot. That's a hot pick. That is a hot picture. Don't say I never did nothing for y'all. Don't say. Do not say that the L Teddies to the 27 ain't trying to look out. I'm here for y'all. Because support the platform. We'll have more of this, especially today, because we ain't getting no monetization. Jerry done cut all our monetization off. All right, that's another thick one right now. Yeah. Wait, somebody said something about Hypnotic. Hypnotic was the devil's drink. You sit a Hypnotic in front of me right now. I remember back in 2002, that was the big drink back then. Baby, you sit in front of me now, I would look at you like, listen, we're not doing that. Yes, please contribute to the snack fund. Hey, Marla Morris. You working and lurking in the bushes? I see you, boo. I see you. I love a man in glasses. Listen, that's all you got to do is wear glasses for me. And that's it. That's all I need is glasses. A man in glasses, you got my whole heart. Which, a good man in glasses? That's all I need. All I need. She got the tatas. I like the brown to get some brown skin. You like that one, JC likes her? Oh. That orange. Hey, boy. Oh. If I was into the cooter, I probably would like that. It probably would be cute. Hey, with the smile. Former Marine Semper Fidelis. Isn't that the Marines motto, Semper Fidelis? Sam. Just saying. Hey, at the beach. Hey, shit. Hey, biting that bottom lip. I can make you bite it some more. Just saying. Oh, this coffee is extra good today. Extra. Hey, pretty chica. Simple, basic, black. Nice background. Nice shades. I'm here for it. He gives me an established, well-off man. He gives me, I would be calling him daddy. Hey, daddy. Ooh. I would let him do. He would be a slider. I would let him do some things to me. Yeah, he would slide. All night long. All night long. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh, light bright. The light bright, light bright. Turn on the magical colored lights. That's a little light bright right there. Mm-hmm. Now, then you talk about Tata, she got some knockers right there, honey. Bazoombas, some knockers. Them what you call shoulder boulder mountain holders. If you in the Tatas, that's your speed right there. I'm trying to say. Ew, what's that between your legs, boy? We ain't did the Light Bright song in a long time. I forgot what show that was. We were doing a review, and we used to sing the Light Bright song. You need me to wake you up. You need me to wake you up. For those beard lovers, there you go. Chocolate man with a beard. There you go. Chocolate man with a beard. Mm-hmm. I eat it up. I eat it up. I like that bathing suit. Does it have straps? Because it looked like it. I think it's like got invisible straps. Because it looked like it ain't got no strap. Probably got like something invisible. But that's cute. Oh. He gives me that he's ugly, but that fuck is gonna be life changing. Okay. He gives me ugly as sin, but baby, he look like baby, he's gonna fuck your soul. And then you're gonna end up having to marry him because you're gonna never get no other life changing sex like that again in life. That's what he giving me. Hey boy. Hey. Him right here gives me toxic peen. Quintessential toxic peen. Toxic peen. hmm He gives me, he got 8 baby mamas with 9 kids. Toxic peen. This if you like Banji trade. This is Banji trade. If you into Banji trade. Banji trade ain't all thugged out. They try to be thugged out, but then they have a little spice to them, a little zest. So they try to be thugged out, but then they have a little zest to them. Hey, that's thickness right there. Now he gay as fuck with no kids. You know what? I just like his eyes. Got some cute eyes. Ew. Now this right here, that's the winner, 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 chicken dinner. Yes, that right there, that's the winner right there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do something with that one too, but that one with the braid, Jesus God. hmm The one with the braids just there. Oh, Jesus God, Lord, Lord. Chat. Oh, that's a lot of hind parts. It's a big booty, booty. I got some cuties today. Cuties today. You like if you're into bald men, there you go. Oh, what's that between your legs, boy? What is that? What is that? Oh, what you holding up? Oh, oh, what is he holding up? Oh, 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 oh. She thick in all the right places. Cute. That's a cute picture too. A real cute picture. Don't say I never do nothing for you, Jason. I want to hear nothing. Nothing. All right, that's our last one right now. That is our last one right there. It's the last one. Last of the Mohicans. Listen, y'all. We about to get up out of here. Put some Shondos in the chat, if you will. Put some Shondos in the chat. Listen, it was another epic silly Saturday. We had a great time like we always do. Y'all can go ahead and start putting some Shondos in the chat. Now is a good time. If you have not hit the like button, please do that. Now is also a good time if you'd like to contribute to the platform. You can do that here. You'd like to contribute to the platform because Google has taken all of my monetization today. I already know it. They didn't took all of it with the Jerry Springer. They done took all of my monetization. They ain't gonna let me live. They are not gonna let me live. Anyway, Shondo to you and yours. Anyway, we've had a great time. Y'all will probably see me later today with Really Be and Abby. We are looking forward to our powers activating, our powers uniting later this evening and other times during the weekend. Listen, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. Listen, y'all. Hopefully you had a great time today. I gave y'all some good palate cleanses. We had some good laughs, some good stories. We learned a little bit, and we did what we do. Next week we are off. Next week I will be traveling next week, so I know I will be off next week. But we will return Mother's Day weekend for Silly Saturday. So Mother's Day weekend we will have Silly Saturday, Mother's Day weekend. We just won't next weekend. So my travel schedule now kind of picks up over the next few months. So I'll try to keep you all abreast of when I will and will not be doing Silly Saturday. However, I can say that we will continue to go live throughout the week. so that you all can get the things that you need from the L Teddy to the 27th. Listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I got to go, get myself prepared, and go meet Really Be in them. Well, that probably won't be till later tonight, but we got to get ourselves prepared. I'm about to go rest up, eat, get something to eat, and all of that good stuff. And we'll see you back here. Not back here, but we'll probably see you live later tonight. Probably be with Scotty and all of them, Jamar, Scotty, Really Be, all of us. So yeah, all of that. Anyway, I'm gonna have fun. Oh, also, if you would like to, they told me to mention this. If you would like to, if y'all want to contribute to the eateries tonight, we will be dining together. If y'all want to buy us a drink tonight, can one of the hall monitors put myself, Abby, and Really Bees cash apps in the chat? Y'all might want to say, hey, y'all together, we gonna treat y'all to a round of drinks. So if you want to, can I get one of the hall monitors, one of the mods, to put in the chat each one of our cash apps, so that if anybody wants to sponsor a drink for the dynamic threesome to the triple threat, y'all can buy a round for the people. We will be doing the Jew tonight. Not doing it. We ain't doing that Jew. Just saying. We'll be having a good time tonight and partying it up. We'll be having a good time and partying it up tonight. So anyway, trying to see if anybody put it in there. Nobody put it in there. Can y'all please, one of the hall monitors, if y'all are still here, can y'all please put, let me see. I don't even remember everybody's cash app. Oh Lord. I probably should know the cash app if I'm asking people to put the cash app in the doggone chat. Oh dear God. There goes that plan. Tracy, do you know everybody's cash app? Because I if we can, I'd love to be able to put that in the chat, but if not, we'll do it later or something when we get together. All right. Well, anyway, be that as it may, we'll be together tonight, and we'll post it tonight or whatnot. So I'm about to get up off of here. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out of here. See y'all later.